In this week's Bleach, the fight gets chilly.
Women are always cold. It's freezing. It's freezing.
Bleach Chapter 567, Dancing with Snowwhite, starts with As Nodt confused as to how Rukia cannot fear. She tells him to use the thorns again and witness the real Sodeno Shirayuki. Then we get the title page and...
Bing bong! Hello!
Rukia is best girl. As Nodt strikes with his thorns again, but wonders why she was dodging them before. She explains that her body is still adjusting to the real power of Sodeno Shirayuki and she couldn't afford to be hit. She stops the thorns with the ice, but As Nodt is getting real sick of this attempt.
You through? Not even close, bud.
He then goes on this whole explanation of how and why we all fear and try to avoid death. It is all very basic knowledge that takes up 2 pages.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
He finishes by stating that all those who are alive will always fear, but that's precisely why his ability doesn't work on her because she is currently not alive.
You dumb bitch.
Sodeno Shirayuki's real ability brings the owner's body temperature to below freezing because anything touched by it immediately freezes. As Nodt says there's no way she can survive at such temperatures, but Rukia has learned to momentarily kill her body by controlling her reishi.
No way.
The molecules in her body have stopped and her fear is blocked on the surface.
Oh my god, no way.
She flies past As Nodt and slices him up, but at negative 18 degrees the cut freezes the blood, preventing it from flowing out. At negative 50 degrees she freezes the ground, causing an earthquake. At absolute 0, she must be fast since she can only move for 4 seconds.
That is awesome!
Rukia strikes fear into As Nodt as she has managed to kill him. Very awesome chapter this week. Rukia continuing to be a badass by saying fuck fear and showing off the real ability of Sodeno Shirayuki. When she said she learned its real power, I did expect a flashback to the royal palace, but we didn't get that, which necessarily wasn't a bad thing since it might feel like a retread of what happened with Renji. The fact that it freezes not only its victims, but the owner themselves is crazy, and for Rukia to withstand it shows just how powerful she's become. And that title page was nice.
I'm very aroused.
I'm glad As Nodt was defeated. It wasn't a long drawn out fight like Masks, it was just a solid ass kicking. I was honestly never a big fan of As Nodt, so seeing Rukia turn the tables on him was excellent. However, the last page worries me because it seems like it might be a setup for a villain flashback. I pray this isn't the case because all I want to do is just move on. If this is truly the last of As Nodt, all I can say is thank you, Rukia. So I give this chapter a rating of 8.5 out of 10. Rukia continued to kick ass, Sodeno Shirayuki has a sick ability, and As Nodt is finally dead. For my question of the week, at this point in time, do you think Rukia could be stronger than Renji? She did manage to beat a Stern Ritter with her Shikai, and it's still possible she has a Bankai. My favorite comments will be featured in the next review. Here are last week's winners. That does it for me. Remember to leave your thoughts on the chapter and answer to my question in the comments below. Like and subscribe for more weekly Bleach Chapter reviews, and follow me on Twitter or Deviant. Links always in the description. I'll be back next week, hopefully with a new fight. Peace.